What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be taking a look at the game Rubik's Magic. Now, the object of Rubik's Magic is you're going to be trying to get 3 of your pieces in a row on a 5x5 grid. There is a unique aspect of this game where you'll be able to flip your opponent's pieces over to try to keep them from doing that while you're trying to score yourself. So let's take a look at it. We've got a board here that's got a 5x5 grid. And you've got 2 types of playing pieces here. You've got the suns, and then you've got suns here, and then you have the moons over here. Now, the interesting thing is that they are double-sided. You've got one that's got a black border, and then another one that's got a silver border. Now, what you're going to be trying to do in this game is kind of similar to tic-tac-toe. You're going to be trying to get 3 of these things in a row, either horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. But the thing is they have to be, of course, the border has to be the same color. It can't be something like this. So what you're going to do in this game is you're going to have 2 choices. You're going to be able to lie a tile down anywhere on the board, like so. Or if another player happens to have a tile on the board, like something like this, if it's your turn, you can choose to either place a tile or flip his over to the next adjacent space, like so. The only way you're going to be able to keep the tile from getting flipped is if you have all the adjacent spaces next to it covered with something. So if there happen to be 3 of these pieces over here, you would not be able to flip it. So anyway, let's just give another example here. Let's say the moon goes, he goes over here. The sun goes, he says, okay, I'm going to just flip this over here like so. The moon goes, and he says, okay, well, let's see if I can go ahead and place this over here like this. Sun decides, okay, I'm going to go over here. And the moon says, well, I'm going to just flip you over here like so. And that's kind of the basic gist of the game here. But anyway, as you continue to play, whoever is able to be the first player to get 3 in a row of the same color and shape is going to win the game. And that, folks, is Rubik's Magic. So my final thoughts on Rubik's Magic. Well, for any of you that remember, Rubik's Cube, of course, was all the rage back then, and it is even today. But they did make a little toy that was called Rubik's Magic. It was a flat Rubik's Cube of sorts, and you'd be able to twist it around to show different shapes and everything, and that's how you would solve it. Well, this game kind of reminds me of that, because whenever you flip these pieces over, essentially it reminds me of the toy, because you would do that with the toy. Now you're actually doing that with the game, and so I think they actually managed to make a pretty good little strategy game with this. Now, this is one of those games that is really easy to learn. As far as mastering the game, it probably has some aspect of that. There's a lot of games that say easy to learn, tough to master. But yeah, it's a very easy game to do, and it is another one of those tic-tac-toe types games, but I like the element, because not only are you having to try to keep your opponent from scoring 3 in a row, you're trying to also score 3 in a row, but in a way you're also trying to plan ahead, so in case your opponent flips over your piece, you might actually be able to outwit him. So it's a pretty cool little game.